Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. This is Naaman of the DC camp. All right, a branch of Great Millstone. Back from another video. Let me adjust my sound here. All right. But first and foremost, call hello Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakal Hakwadash. All right. I'd like to send out salutations also out to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways. All right. That also, with the aid of numerous videos that are posted, that hopefully serve as an instrument for your learning. That's what we hope. It also adds and aids in our job, as it were, to wake up the remaining hopeful elect. All right, such as it were. Here is the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1978. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use permitted by copyright statute. That educational person use tips to balance in favor of fair use. I gotta find, because I did this last night, I gotta find another, because this just isn't right. I'll do that later. Thought this was it. Let's see. Nope. Same thing. Let's see. Wait a minute. Yes. Here we go. Let me read that again, because it's the last part that's off. Under section, it's copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. See, that was missing from the last one. Nonprofit, also missing. Educational or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Now, there we go. That's the one I needed. I don't know where that other one came from. I'll get rid of that. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, for those of you, hey, had those elections in Virginia and New Jersey specifically yesterday. What's left of today is the 5th, Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. And by all accounts, it was a clean sweep. All right. I guess that's even though we got a whole year just about for midterms, but that's a fairly good indicator of what's to come. Now you know why Trump was in that conversation with I believe it was the governor of Texas, and get him those 5 seats. And in doing so, they're going to eliminate Jasmine Crockett's seat, and also I believe this guy, he's almost 80 years old. Damn it, what is his name? Uh, it'll come to me later, hopefully. But he was the one that during the um, Trump's State of the Union address, he was the one that shouted out. I can't remember his name, but anyway. Uh, so what we have here is this is the amazing Lucas once again, and as he said, the Democrats just swept. I mean, and of course the Republicans don't like it. But here's the thing, Jake. Who can you trust? And this is why we're out here on the highways and byways trying to, all right, awaken our people to this bullshit that is the uh, political hack, for lack of a better word. This whole thing is just, and I hate to bring it up, but Malcolm X, I can't find a better explanation um, other than his speech about the fox and the wolf. All right, yeah, it was on point. This is, you're not, see, 60 since LBJ. See, he didn't run for 68, so let's just say 60 years now. What have you gotten? What have our people gotten for the vote? Nothing. Don't you realize that the Democrats are in on it. A liberal is not going to want to give up his status, his social status. Are you crazy? He's just coming at you at a different angle than the wolf, the Republican. You know what he's about. You see him. He lets you know, nigger, I don't like you. I'm going to do everything I can to make your life miserable or even kill you. But the other one, the more dangerous one, that fox, even the Lord, Yahweh Shai, referred to someone as a fox, if you remember. All right. Who was it talking about? Was it not talking about an Edomite? Was it? Come on now. Let's go to it. Let's go to Luke. All right. Repent or perish. Let's go on down. It says, lament over Jerusalem. All right. The same day there came certain of the Pharisees, saying unto him, get thee out and depart hence, for Herod kill thee. They're talking to Yahushua. 32. And he said unto them, go ye and tell that fox, behold, I cast out devils, and I do cures today and tomorrow. And the third day I shall be perfected. Nevertheless, I must walk today and tomorrow and the day following, for it cannot be that a prophet perish out of Jerusalem. Let's go get the, so he called him a fox, right? All right. Go tell that fox. These were fighting words back in those days. What does it say? All right. A fox, that is, a cunning person. All right. Still use that today. All right. A snake. All right. Let's see. Let's see. That fox, that crafty, cruel enemy of the Most High's innocent servants. All right. Who's in office today? Who's the leader today here? That crafty, cruel enemy. Say anything, you know, to put a spell on Jake, you know, and then what do? Turn around and like, fuck you. All right. All Jake has to do is, you know, Master smile at him. You know, he thinks that's it. Oh, Master like me. Oh. And what's sad, of course, you got, you know, your own people. You know, they take up sides with, you know, that's why a lot of our people got to be taken out, you know, 2/3. All right, this is what I always say, racism is expensive. You do realize, and this is the thing, however sad it is, well, I won't jump the gun. Let's just go ahead and roll the video.
Is cooked. Oh my goodness. So I'm sure many of you guys are well aware, unless you've been living under a rock, that there was a complete destruction of all Republican candidates. Okay, they lost everywhere. All right, we're looking in New Jersey, New York, and Virginia. All lost. That being said, what is happening is that there is a giant rift in the Republican Party. And there is two ways that the Republican Party can go. Because obviously, when any time, you know, Republicans lose or any party loses, there are always going to be those people who have solutions. There are always going to be those people who have opinions, right? And they're like, this is what we need to do. This is why we lost. This is what we should do, yada, yada, yada. But usually when those people give advice, it's usually because they've been paid by Qatar, they've been paid by Israel, you know, they got their $7,000 check. Or they're just simply trying to get money off of X via their blue check mark. That being said, there's really two options for the Republican Party right now before the midterms and the general election. The first is going to be the same old, okay? SOSO. Same old, what they've been doing. Or they can go America First. Now, America First is mask off. Same old is mask on. The problem that the party has been having right now is that it's been conflicted. They've tried to stay in the middle. They can't stay in the middle. So when it comes to the same old, well, they're already saying it. You have a lot of people who are saying, oh, they hate you. Look at who they voted for. They want to kill you. This is the party, okay? We got to stand up and fight. We got to unify. They want to kill you, yada, yada, right? All this fear-mongering that they're doing. You have, people like Vivek Ramaswamy, like, oh, we got blown out. We got to end the identity politics, and we got to do more for Americans, yada, yada, yada.
There's two key lessons for Republicans. Listen carefully. Number one, our side needs to focus on affordability. Make the American dream affordable. Bring down costs, electric costs, grocery costs, healthcare costs, and housing costs, and lay out how we're going to do it.
That's a whole nother video, but people like this, these people let you know how they really feel about you, and you still, and you're still including yourself amongst, wow. Like I said, it's a whole nother video.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
And number two, cut out the identity politics. It doesn't suit Republicans. It's not for us. That's the woke left's game, not ours. We don't care about the color of your skin or your religion. We care about the content of your character. That's who we are.
Just completely just bereft of the irony of him talking about identity politics. Sir, you are the identity politics. I don't think you happen to know that. Yes, your Indian self and your family, identity politics to the Republican Party.
He's out of line, but he's right.
That is the same old, where it's like, hey, I don't care about the color of your skin as long as you're American, all right? As long as you're American, then it doesn't matter if you come here as an immigrant, right? I don't care about legal immigrants. We need to have more legal immigrants. It's the illegals that we need to be against, okay? Now, they can go that route. Or they can go the America First route and take off the mask.
What did you say, nigga?
You's a bitch. I told you. Everybody on your live stream know you's a bitch. And when I see you, I'm whooping your ass.
Now, when it comes to America First route, that means, I'm just going to tell you what it means. It means, hey, we want a white majority country, okay? We got way too many Indians in the party, okay? We got Kash Patel. We got Nikki Haley. We got Vivek Ramaswamy. We got, Dinesh D'Souza. There are way too many brown people in this party representing us. That has got a limit. When it comes to H-1B visas, we got to eliminate that. We don't want Indians taking good white people's jobs. That's not what we want.
Damn.
When it comes to the gays, they've got to go. Scott Presler, I appreciate you, but you got to go with your little permed straight hair and get your little, sissy self out of here. When it comes to what's his name, Rob Bushy Smith. Rob Bushy Smith already left the party. That's good. That's a good job. When it comes to the trans, y'all got to go. I'm sorry, Caitlyn Jenner, but you got to go, all right? You're not a part of this party. That's not what we want. That's degeneracy. That is filth. God despises that. God sees that as an abomination in his eyes. Y'all got to go. The blacks are fine. They can stay for now, okay? Just as long as we keep their population, under a certain number, and as long as they keep on bickering with the Africans, that's fine. As long as they keep on doing their dumbness and, they keep on killing themselves, I don't have a problem with that. As long as they're not in our communities, I don't have any issue with that, okay? I have no issue. The few of you can stay. When it comes to everyone else, y'all got to go. When it comes to immigration, I don't care if you come here legal, okay? We want white legal immigrants. That's what we want, okay? If there was an influx of illegal white immigrants, we wouldn't have a problem. But because there's an influx of brown and black, y'all got to go. That is unacceptable. We got to close the border and nobody's allowed in it until the birth rates of white society start to replenish. That's what you have to understand they want.
Wake up, nigga.
When it comes to Israel, no more Israel. We're not funding Israel, okay? We're not giving any money to Argentina. We're not giving any money to Ukraine. We are America first. The money goes to us. That's where it needs to go. Now, I'm not saying that I'm advocating for that to happen. Actually, no, that's a lie. I am advocating for that to happen. I think that would be the best thing ever. Go full mask off. Because when everyone's a hero, then no one is. That's the issue that we have. The issue right now with the Republican Party is they trying to play both sides. They trying to say, oh, I don't care about skin color and everything as long as you're an American. But then be like, you know what, Vivek, I won't vote for you because you're Indian. They're trying to play both sides and they can't. At the end of the day, what I would personally like is that y'all just stop being racist. It's really that simple to me. If y'all stop being racist, we could have an amazing country. But they can't. It's in their DNA, okay? It's their very nature. This is why I say the lineage of evil. They can't help themselves. Do you understand that? And it's gotten to a point, which is what I've said, that, hey, it's hard to be racist on an empty stomach. Now, I've been trying to tell these ignorants that, hey, y'all are fighting us. And the irony of all this, Black Americans are the only group of people that would really mess with y'all like that. We haven't retaliated against anything. We kindly asked for reparations, even though y'all said no multiple times. We've been with y'all in all the wars. We have Black people right now attacking Africans, other Black people, okay, so they can say that, hey, I'm an American, I'm an American. This is the irony of white America attacking Black Americans. Y'all have made us the villain, and we really the only people who can help you. We really the only people at the end of the day, there is no ulterior motive. There is none. When it comes to a Black person, like, hey, we either like you or we don't like you. There is no, well, what's the 60 chess plan so I can take over the country or take his job or get in a position of power and enslave all white people. That's not how Black Americans think. You're seeing a lot of these people, right, like the Vivek Ramaswamis, like the Dinesh D'Souza, like the Patrick Bet-Davids, a lot of these brown people who are coming out and saying, hey, no, we are for all Americans. That's what we have to have. And the thing is, y'all never believe that. Y'all never believe that. Republican Party has never believed that. And that right there is the problem with the Republican Party. They've tried to be something that they're not. Listen, be the racist that you are. Be for the white people. Be for the white majority and trying to attain that. Be for that. But don't try and say, oh, we're not racist. You know, look at Candace Owens. Oh, we're not homophobic. Look at our, Scott Presler. Stop being something that you're not.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be.
Be who y'all are. Be the lineage of evil. Then I would say it's up to the Democrats to be like, okay, well, y'all got to fight the lineage of evil. Because what they've tried to do is both parties have tried to, be milquetoast with it. They try to, just sit on the fence. Y'all can't do that anymore. Especially not moving forward. You can't do that. But this trying to play, pussyfoot with Black people, Hispanic people, white people, Asian people, Indian people, that's not going to work for y'all. That's not going to work for you. The reason why, your heart's not in it. You can say you don't care about the color of the skin and the content of the character, but that's not really the case. Damn.
And of course, we know it's all bullshit. That's the irony in all of this. People have, for the longest time, especially our people, still held that handout in hope, foolishly, all right, but still. And there's coming a time where, fuck you. And you're already seeing the beginnings of that because a lot of these Edomites, these so-called white people, I'm just speaking, America, with things getting, having to do with the economy getting tight, they're looking at us and they're saying, why are these Negroes so happy? Wait a minute, aren't they feeling it? Well, that's the thing. We've always felt it, the squeeze. All right, but, and now that you're feeling a little pressure, it's like, oh, the world is ending. Because you've had everything given to you, unjustly, I might add. And you never learn how to struggle. How to survive, actually. Yeah. Oh well, it's gonna suck to be you very shortly here.
You've never truly believed that. History shows that. Even today, you don't truly believe that. Now, that being said, here's the banger, okay? Here's the cherry on top of this stupid sundae. The funny part is do you have the numbers to actually go back to the old school ways? Do you have the numbers to actually be racist?
I'm curious what makes you so curious.
That's a question that a lot of them are in fear of answering because they see the demographics that are changing. They see what's going on with the country and they don't like it because they're about to be the minority. So upon you being minority, do you have enough white people to be racist? Do you have enough white people who will vote for your racist candidate or for your racist views or for your bigoted views or for your antiquated views, whatever that may be? That's the genuine question. Because as diverse the country gets and becomes, you're going to have a lot of white people who have a black spouse, a Latino spouse, an Asian spouse. And then that's really going to turn them off when you're talking about white power. That's going to turn them off when you talk about, I want a white majority and this is what we want. That's going to turn them off. It just is what it is. Now, some of them may be sleeping, agents, but many of them, it's going to turn them off. Then you're going to turn off as far as the Indians. You're going to turn off the Latinos. You're going to turn off the Asian. You're definitely going to turn off black people. You already know that. So you have to take into account, do you have the numbers to even be racist anymore?
See, and the beautiful part about this is we've tried to tell you other so-called minorities what this so-called white man was about, but your racist ass just thought we were, lying, and we were lazy and no good, and you fell for, the gaslighting on Esau's part, so-called white man. Hey, Jake is just sitting back. Hey, y'all handle your business, because that's another thing. We have been the buffer class or race or nation that kept a lot of the anger and ire and shit that we've been in between you and the so-called white man, because he takes it out on us. So you were able to just just breeze through a lot of shit. Hell, you even claim to be us in some instances. Well, I'm gonna say some. I imagine there's quite a few instances where it's college admissions. You all have taken advantage of all the things that we fought, our people fought and died for. All right, and still, you ungrateful pieces of shit. All right, you still make mockery. You still browbeat us. You still, like, fuck you. And it's an amazing thing to see, because it would appear that collectively Jake is like sitting back like, fuck you. All right, as some say, we're resting. All right, so hey, that's between you and Mr. Charlie.
Damn. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, listen, we're not racist, okay? We love everyone. We love all of God's children. That's what it is, okay? We just want America to stay for Americans. That's what we want. Or if you don't believe, I know what you may believe, okay? But you need to understand, you need to align your beliefs with the party. How the party believes, that dog whistling that y'all constantly do, well, people now know what you're saying. You want it to remain white. And if that's what you want, then go out and say it. Just be on about it, bruh. Stop trying to pussyfoot. Just put 10 toes down and be like, this is what we want. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these racists are hurting. A good chunk of the white country, okay, is hurting due to your racism. You have been so racist.
Yeah, that's the thing. You also have to be aware of that America could have had universal health care like during the Roosevelt administration, but because they didn't want us, the so-called blacks, to get it, they were willing to let their own people suffer and die. So that's what you other immigrants, these are the kind of people you're dealing. You say you want that smoke, okay. Hey, go ahead. But hey, it's already been prophesied what's going to happen. And that's Isaiah 13 chapter. You people, we realize that, these immigrants come over here, they keep their sneakers on, because they always you know, if shit gets too hard, they just go right on back. You know, our people, hell or high water, you know, no one stuck up for us. That's the difference. A lot of you all know that, and it pisses you off because you fled your places when it got hot. You weren't able to stay over there and pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and make your own countries great again, if they ever were. Yeah. Mark, 3rd chapter, 24 on down. Let's get there real quick. And then we'll close in Luke. This is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, you can substitute house also means a nation or race be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but hath an end. All right. And you have to consider all this shit that you did in the last 150 years or so with your slick shit. All right. When it comes down here to verse 27, your CIAs and your other agencies and toppled governments and, you know, put up people to serve your own interest in other countries. Yeah, you got to answer for that. Let's go to Luke, like I said, 12. All right, it says not peace, but division. All right, and this is all in red. It says, I come, this is Yahweh Shah, this is the Lord. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if it be already kindled? But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? So it's already letting you know, hey, all this is going to be going on. All right, you know, set up the daughter against the mother, the father against the son, and all kinds of other divisions in the family. But not only that, you have to broaden that. All right, expand it out because it's on every level to include nations. All right. So, yeah, this is the way it is. This is prophesied, and it's, you know, as it says in Isaiah 55th chapter, the Most High's word doesn't go out. And in fact, let's get that. It will accomplish what he set out for it to accomplish. Let's go Isaiah 55. It's cold coming on, it seems as though. Straight to the point. Normally I would start at 8, but let's go. Verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. All right, so it says it's going to be division. Numbers, I believe it's 20, is it 23 and 9? Wait a minute, hold on, it's been a while since I've seen that one. But most time not being, he can't lie. Let's see, is it 23 and 19? Hold on. Let's see. Here it is. Numbers 23 and 19, it says, the Most High is not a man that he shall lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, all right, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? All right, so there you have it. That's why we do these lessons like this and get that word out there and make all these videos, because they are learning aids. Supposed to be anyway. But we realize a lot of you just, you know, you're boneheads, and I could think of a few other words, but you're just not going to get it. And it's not going to dawn on you until it's right smack in your face. And by then, it's way too late. So with that, once again, I hope whoever views videos that I make and others here at Great Millstone and those affiliated with Great Millstone are edified. All right, that's what we do here. And once again, remind you, hey, pay attention when you're out and about. Remain circumspect. All right. So until the next video, hey, shalom.